All right, guys. Name is Tyler, aka Nanogenix, and today, guys, we are going to be breaking down this Dragon Ball FighterZ trailer that just premiered just a moment ago. So I do want to preface this that if I do say anything and it sounds like it's I'm talking about it being speculation, that's because this trailer just dropped and this is all the info we have. But this game is being developed by Arc Systems, which are the guys behind BlazBlue and Guilty Gear. It is being published by Bandai Namco. So for those of you that are here and are like, Xenoverse 3, Xenoverse 3, well, Xenoverse 3 I'm sure will happen at some point in time because it's almost kind of like Bandai Namco is being Activision in a sense, but not in the bad way, right? But here is Arc Systems making a Dragon Ball game that is more geared towards hardcore fighters. Here is Dimps and so forth making, games like Xenoverse 3 that's geared more towards someone who wants like this crazy amount of characters in the open kind of 3D world environments where you can fly around and really feel like that. But if you want a fighter, then this is the game for you. So guys, let's go ahead. Let's hop in. Let's take a look at this trailer. We're literally going to break this down as much as we possibly can. Take a look at the fighters that we've already seen. Let's hop in. It's powered by Unreal Engine 4, so that's nice. Also to note, I'll put a link to the actual trailer itself if you want to watch it, and it's like minute and 26-second glory down below in the description. You can find it over on Bandai Namco's official page. But clearly, we got a black and white Goku here, Frieza. So that's 2 of our fighters. Gohan. There's 4 of our fighters. Vegeta 5. Majin Buu 6. And I believe that is all that we see in this particular trailer. Are Majin Buu, Vegeta, Cell, Gohan, Frieza, Goku. So the 6 characters right now that we know. And I'm sure there will be more, but I think with this particular game, it's not something you go into with like, I want 120 playable characters. You want a more unique experience per character. So here we go. A new experience awaits. This looks beautiful. I don't know if you guys have ever played a Guilty Gear game, and I'm not one to sit here and be like, I played all the Guilty Gear games. I've played a few. I bought one of the first ones that came out on the PS4. I had a few back on PS3, and I think I had one on PS2. I can't remember what it was. I didn't buy a Guilty Gear game on PS3. I bought BlazBlue. Beautiful game. They play so well too. But this looks beautiful. This looks so anime style, and I love it. So right here, the fact that you can clearly tell this is kind of like the pre-game cutscene, I would put money on it that you will not be able to transform in-game. I could be completely wrong, but I could see where you're going to, maybe there is a Goku, maybe there is a Super Saiyan Goku, and these are separate characters when you're on the character selection screen. Or, you obviously go and you click on Goku and then you can select base form, Super Saiyan, and so forth, but there's no actual in-game transformation. Hence why that just did that in a more of a cutscene-y, this is beginning of the fight type thing. Fighters are ready. So this right here, obviously with him coming in, he looks kind of funny there, but I am sure the art style works out nonetheless. These 2 coming in here like this, obviously that's going to be, I'm sure when you're coming in, because this is a 3v3 fighter, you're going to come in and there's going to be some sort of cutscene that plays, hence them clashing like that. Let's let this play just a smidge farther. Yeah, there you go. Them clashing right there like that. I'm sure that is the you select your character, I've selected mine, we are now in the game, and now here they are actually clashing to begin the fight itself, and I'm sure they'll back away, the camera will zoom out, and then you'll be fighting. Oh, like it just did. There you go. Like it just did. So clearly that was the nice kind of cinematic effect that we're used to on Dragon Ball games. And then now we're here on this nice 2.5D plane. So no shenanigans of going over kind of like Tekken or even like Budokai, right? Because in Budokai, if you guys play the Budokai series and if you've been around the channel for a while, which by the way, if you're new here, consider subscribing. But if you've been around for the channel for a while, you will know that I am a huge fanatic for Budokai 1. I loved 2, even though it didn't get the sweet buttery HD remake for the PS3. And of course, Budokai 3 being one of my favorite games just of all time outside of just Dragon Ball, but just in general, Budokai 3 being one of my favorite games of all time. Budokai 3 did have that 3D plane where you could kind of jump this way and jump that way, but for the most part, you were head-to-head. This will be, from my understanding, full-on just head-to-head. There's no going this way or going that way, which playing a bunch of Tekken 7 right now and I'm really enjoying that game. So let's take a further look. Beautiful clash, guys. If right now you can go check out a brand new Guilty Gear Revision 2 just came out like a week or two ago on the PS4. I'm sure it's on the Xbox One as well, and if it's not, my bad. I currently don't own an Xbox One at the moment, so I wouldn't really know. But anyways, that also brought up a thing right there, that little bit right there. But the games are just absolutely gorgeous, and they handle everything so well. So let's continue on here. Did you see the deflection? Did you see the deflection? Here we go. Let's let that play over again. Yep. Being able to deflect those energy shots, those faraway shots, is going to be so awesome. And just so annoying when you get in a game like, I don't know, like let's say Injustice 2, and you can block it, but it's not quite the same as being able to completely deflect a shot and you're not having to take damage. And Budokai 2, Budokai 3, Budokai, you could time your guard correctly, kind of like a perfect guard, and you would just deflect the energy beams away. You wouldn't take any damage, you wouldn't take any sort of stamina decrease or anything like that. And that being in this game is awesome. So energy deflection is definitely a key thing for me in a Dragon Ball game. And as you can see there, a salty combo, which it looks to be cutting into a more kind of a cinematic type bit there. And then of course that's all we get there. Oh, that was a pretty sick little pause there. So clearly SSJ2 Teen Gohan versus Perfect Cell here. Let's back up just a smidge there. This game is going to be so cinematic. It's so cinematic and so buttery smooth. That was Vegeta hitting pause at the right moment. Yeah, Vegeta doing his big bang attack there against Perfect Cell. And then, of course, Boo there doing a beatdown into the, what was that? The actual world tournament stage. Just another thing, too, is it looks like there's going to be a decent amount of stage selection, which is something maybe you wouldn't notice when you're when you're just watching. It's all flashy and key blasts and beating the crap out of everyone. But stage selection behind them, the stages look very, very good. Goku doing a Kamehameha there on the Cell game stage. Doing an instant transformation Kamehameha. Let me go ahead and change that a smidge there. Oh, man. Upwards towards Cell like that. That is too cool. Borrow their strength, which is going to be talking about the fact that this is 3v3. Let's back up to this Vegeta and Goku bit here. Oh, look at that. Look at that art style. It looks so good. Oh, it looks so good. I'm so excited for this game. You guys can't tell already. Clearly there are going to be clashes, which is actually a lot of fun. I'm not sure how the very, very hardcore fighting type people will be. Someone who's really, really hardcore into just specifically fighters. They could care less whether this is Dragon Ball or not, because that's something we actually want this to appeal to as well. Is just not, I mean, obviously Dragon Ball is synonymous for fighting, and even kind of fighting games a smidge. But we want this to appeal to those even outside of the Dragon Ball realm. And that clash happening right there is awesome for a Dragon Ball fan. I'm not so sure about someone who is just straight into fighters if they would want a clash to happen. I don't know. Let me know down below, guys. Oh, did you see that nice little throw? Some CC right there from Majin Buu. Yeah, some solid CC. Holy crap. Okay. And then, of course, we have a Frieza finisher here. Hang on, was that his death ball going into... Okay, so it clashes. It does appear to be. So that would obviously, I'm sure, be his finisher then. He does the death ball, and then it zooms out and shows the Earth being destroyed. Of course, 3v3. Now, this game, we've made a lot of reference to Guilty Gear, because obviously the Arc Systems is making this game, but clearly it being a 3v3 and the way it's playing right now looks a lot like, obviously something I haven't even mentioned yet is MVC. And I've already seen, even though this was just announced just a moment ago, I'm already seeing a ton of people saying I'll be skipping MVC Infinite for this game, which is pretty legit. So now we're about to actually see some of this 3v3 gameplay. So clearly right there, what happened was Goku hopped in, and it looked like Goku was fighting Frieza, and you switched out your Frieza for your Majin Buu there, which is exactly how obviously MVC works. and then some nice little combo work there. Again, if you played MVC, then you pretty well know how this all goes down. And I'm sure you can trigger, like, as they just did there, you can trigger all of your super attacks at once. So watch. Kamehameha, like a beam type thing from him, and then I don't guess Gohan actually did. I don't guess Gohan actually did anything there, did he? Let's watch this one more time. Yeah, no, Gohan was just cooking. Gohan was cooking. No, Gohan was just kicking. So did the player actually switch to Gohan there? Let's watch this one more time. So clearly Goku's doing his Kamehameha wave. Vegeta's getting in the air to do a key kind of like blast down. So it actually does almost look like Gohan was the actual player in that particular instance. Yeah, because it cut over. So I'm betting Gohan was the actual player there, and Goku and Vegeta were your support units. Not really support units, but your other two players at the time, and you trigger something to bring them in to help support you in that particular moment. Same thing for right there. Cell was clearly the player, and he brought in Frieza and Majin Buu. Now, this is something that Rhyme's been talking about a lot from the Guilty Gear games, is that they have instant kills, basically. Complete, you get a combo off, and you just finish off the other player. And this is awesome. Let's let all this play for a second. All of which look like their finishers. Frieza does look like he might be transferring into his golden form in mid-game. So I don't know. See, even with SSJ3, because I've already watched the trailer like 10 times, but even with the SSJ3, it still looks like that happens before they actually hop into the fight. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was wanting. That was basically a continuation. Come on. There we go. That was literally a full-on continuation from what we had just seen before. And I'm assuming that is an instant kill. That is what Rhyme Style has been talking about a lot over on Twitter, and I'm fairly certain he did a video on this as well. I think I saw it pop up. I've already talked to him about these a few times, but it looks like instant kills are going to be a thing in this game, and that definitely looks like that would be one, because he even does a zoom out. Again, shout out to the freaking environments here. Father-son Kamehameha from Gohan there. Probably another one right there from Goku, looking all kinds of sexy. And that's basically the end of the trailer. Dragon Ball FighterZ. There you go, guys. That was pretty much my breakdown of this game. The next thing to talk about is obviously who do we want to see in this game? What does the roster look like? I'm assuming a smaller roster for a more unique experience, so that way it's not so much, you can't say, well, this guy is a skin of this guy's a skin of this guy, and so forth. It's full on. Let's just go back to things. That's such a beautiful screenshot. But so that way you can't say skin. It's like literally everyone feels like a unique fighter. So my best guess going into this, I would like to see about 40. If there's at least 40 characters that all feel very unique, I will be personally incredibly happy. I think Budokai 3 has somewhere around 45. Super happy with that game. So if every character can feel unique and feel like their own and have their own kind of fighting style and techniques and finishers and everything else, I'll be super happy. Even if it's 25 to 30, I could still, if the characters do feel like their own person, I can still be happy with that too. So guys, let me know down below. Are you excited for Dragon Ball FighterZ? I know I personally am. We'll still get Xenoverse 3 at some point in time. It's just inevitable, guys. It's just inevitable. But anyways, that's today's video. If you guys enjoyed this, consider the like button. If you guys are new here, consider subscribing. Otherwise, guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix here signing off, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.